What's good, everybody? Coming back at y'all episode. I don't even know what the Here to Speak podcast. We've been going for a minute, man. Like we took a minor sabbatical. I say that right? Yeah. Minor sabbatical. Just been working on some things, getting some things in order, ironing out some wrinkles that we had to deal with. But like I said, we're back again, man. Shaquan Scott, per usual, here with my brother Dom, of course.
Yes, sir.
We got a special guest in here today with us.
Very special.
But before I get to him, wait till you get Rich.
Oh, okay.
Before I get to him, y'all might notice something different about today's pod, depending on how you're consuming it. You want to tell them what it is?
I mean, I think they can see, right?
What?
They can see, right?
I hope they can see. You can tell them. Anyways.
Basically, the vibe is different.
The vibe is different.
The ambiance is different. Lighting's different.
What?
Lighting.
Lighting. Yeah, go.
Lighting.
Yeah. So for those that, haven't, really been tuning in or don't know, we've been recording our podcast from a dark studio. All shout outs to Low, everything's been doing. Was it LF Studio?
I don't even know. Yeah.
LF Studio, shout out to them. Great job over there. So if y'all need a producer, your tracks laid down, to holler at Sonic, right?
Sonny.
Yes.
Yeah.
So holler at them. But now, like you said, part of the development and part of growing and moving on to greener and better pastures, we had to, we got to elevate.
Got to elevate, man. Ain't nothing wrong with
Only
growing.
way is up.
Only way is up. Thank you, guys. Only way is up. Ain't nothing wrong with growing, man.
Nothing
If
at
you
all.
haven't put two and two together at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we got video now. Video. We've been receiving tons of requests from our audience. Like, who are these sultry voices behind this impeccable dialogue that I'm getting on a weekly basis? When can we see the guys behind it? Like, when can we get to see them? Ladies and gentlemen,
Put a face to the name.
You ask here on Here to Speak, and you shall receive. Take a look. All right.
Do the intro.
But back to our special guest here in the studios today. This young man here, I don't even really know how to describe him.
He's a one of one.
I really don't know how to describe him.
He's a one of one.
I was thinking about it on the way over here.
Thanks.
One of one, like Dom said,
Genuine fella.
genuine, creative,
Very.
self-proclaimed wave king.
Mm.
Not right now.
No, not right now. No, I retired those.
Once upon a time.
Man. Once upon a time, man. Yeah.
This is a slippery young man. You might think you have him cornered. Just when you do, he's going to pull the rug out from underneath you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about our brother Mecca. What you want me to call you, bro?
Mecca's cool.
Mecca's cool?
That's my mama called me.
Can I say your, don't say your last name, bro?
Sure. It's cool.
We can edit that out if you want
No,
He said, my name is my name.
to. All right, cool. I'm just making sure, bro. All right. He's a little nervous, as you can tell from his body language, bro.
Ooh.
What?
That's not a sugar one.
I'm chilling.
What?
He chilling.
All right, I'm just making sure.
I was just getting closer to the mic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Like I said, Mecca Shaw is in the building with us today. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Chilling. Good nap. Here with my boys.
Primed and
They
ready.
have a nice little talk.
So tell the audience, for those that don't know you, a little background on who is Mec.
That's a very complex situation.
Hey, brother,
right
you don't
there.
got you're not obligated to overshare if you don't want to.
Listen, man, I'm a simple man. They may come off very complex. I just like anime, sneakers, and a good time. That's pretty much it, man. Yeah, man. I love my family. I mean, my boys. Y'all my family.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, been rocking for a little bit.
Yeah, man. When did I meet you?
20 officially or non-officially?
Not. What you mean non-officially?
Because, I mean, we've been playing high school sports against each other.
Okay, you're right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been playing high school sports against each other since, 2009?
Yeah.
2009.
Probably middle school, but we wouldn't even.
Probably middle school.
Probably wouldn't
That's a
recognize
dark
that.
time.
But then when did we officially meet?
Probably 2012.
2012? What about Dom? What y'all meet? Sam?
I don't say.
2012.
Yeah. I don't damn near want to say before that because I think I met you through Mike. I don't know. So it might have been sometime before.
Yeah.
Around that time, yeah.
Such
Do
a
that.
long time ago.
Dog.
Rocking ever since.
Look, they
Literally.
had short hair back then.
Yeah, man, I ain't have a beard either. It wasn't connected. I'm really connected now, but
It's there.
it's here. I'm trying to get like Dom.
You don't
I
want to
feel
be like
better
that.
than Quan, but
Shut up.
go there. It's here nor there.
Hey, that's growth. That's years of growth right there.
I know,
Honestly,
I know.
Honestly, you see where it started at
I was
from?
gonna diss
I'm-
somebody
I'm-
else. I ain't gonna
Damn.
say his name.
I got it.
Jalen.
Damn.
Hey, you know.
Man, I got hella hair. Like, I'm gonna have a beard by the end of summer. I think so. I'm using coconut oil.
I can see it. I can see it. The only dude I know to put beard oil on that part. That shit. Like,
When I was a kid, I used to put, you know what do-grow is?
Yeah.
I just rub it on my chin, and then I broke out.
I was gonna say my mom told me not to do that.
I used to cake that shit on.
That's a breakout waiting to happen. Yes, sir.
But all right, man. So the reason why I asked you to sit in with us today, number one, I genuinely think you, like Dom said, super genuine person. Haven't changed since the moment that I met you, that I don't remember. But you've been the same guy. Cool, always down to earth. Funny as hell. In the anime. You're in the weird shit. Like, I think I am too.
like that.
I don't mean that in like a derogatory way, but like,
But the anime threshold that you go above, like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like you
No. I'm tapped in.
tapped in.
You watch, you call it watch. You don't even put the English audio on. You do subtitles.
He knows.
I take that's a backhand English. Oh man, sub only.
Sub on.
Sub only.
That's crazy. See, I'm not that committed. I
can't-
like
can't
some
do
anime
that.
as well, but I'm not that committed. I
To be
can't.
honest with y'all, I want to learn Japanese, but it's not like a language you can just learn and then just speak here and there. You got to speak it every day, or you're gonna forget it.
Damn.
Because it's so like on point with the words, the pronunciation. It's crazy.
gotta be
That
all
sounds dangerous, man. You might say the wrong thing.
No, literally, if you're like a syllable off, you might get punched.
Damn.
Damn cool.
Yep. That's why I just watch it. I'm cool.
Good, brother.
I don't know. I do have a weird taste. I realized that early.
But that's what makes you you though.
Yeah.
That's why I respect. And like I said, you always stay true to that. You acknowledge that, and you just go all in with it.
Yeah.
I know some folks may like put off kilter when they confronted with some people thinking that of them, but you always been you, and that's what.
It's it's definitely an ongoing battle. You got to draw that line somewhere with yourself, because you don't want to get into. I don't know. Some things you don't need to get into.
Like what?
I don't know. I call it the rabbit hole.
Go ahead.
Social media. Sometimes it's like once you're on there, sometimes it's like you just start seeing negativity. I call that the rabbit hole.
Okay.
So like personally, like if I'm looking at a lot of anime or I'm looking at things, like if I run out of stuff, I want to find new things to watch. I go down the quote unquote rabbit hole.
Gotcha.
And then you say you watch a TikTok here, TikTok there. You look up an hour,
whole
go
hour
by.
gone.
That's the rabbit hole, because you can't even sit here and tell me what you did in that last hour. You can't tell me you did anything productive or what you actually learned from it, but you just know you spent the hour
That ass.
looking at nothing. And I've been trying to avoid it, but I don't know. Once you run out of so many things to watch, or like you're keeping your ear to the streets, trying to figure out new things, and you gotta go in the rabbit hole.
You ever put yourself on like a social media hiatus, or just put it down?
Yeah.
How
I
you
do.
feel during that time and afterwards?
I feel free.
Feel free.
Not really
feel
free,
liberated.
but a little liberated, but at the same time, I do feel a little lost because
Expound.
I mean, it's an addiction at the end of the day.
yeah,
That we all
literally,
have, yeah.
it's the dopamine in it. And 2021, that's our news feed, literally.
I was just about to say this.
I'm not a real big TV guy personally, so looking at the news, it's real deal propaganda to me. I don't like watching it too much, so I like to take the raw footage on social media,
Really see what's going
and
on.
then mix it with the fluff and try to come up with a picture.
Yeah.
But sometimes that fluff is too much. Yeah.
I agree. But it gets to a point where too, like if it's like you, if I'm not on Twitter or anything like that, I don't watch TV. I'll be so out the loop. But it gets to a point that some things that you do see on the social media and shit like that, it gets like to the point where you get like desensitized. And you
Yeah.
some of the things you see on there is just like it's wild and like
Bro.
Somebody getting their head cut off. So
Bro.
on Twitter,
Naturally, it's just
honestly,
like you're just scrolling down and
you see
boom,
that
there it
thing
is. And
on-
you're just like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's a Wednesday afternoon.
And you see it has like 40,000 retweets.
Yeah.
And you just keep it scrolling.
Yeah. It's crazy.
When you
how
think about it, that's a whole life.
negativity
Like,
travels, bro.
yeah, it's wild.
I like this though. It's nice, positive vibe. I like what y'all got going on here.
I don't do negativity, bro. I've been like, I don't know if you follow me, bro. I've been like preaching about that.
I definitely.
My tolerance for negativity in 2021 has been
Quan said no negativity 2021. He ain't hearing it.
I'm just not messing with it, man.
I love
Anybody,
it.
I don't care if it's friends, family, whatever. Like, just keep that shit away from
Count
me.
your
Bro.
days. Count your days, people.
Like,
Literally.
ain't no place.
I
for
like
that.
that's like saying that. I don't
Ain't
know. telling motherfucker to count your days. That's some. I like that. I
It's
like
like
that.
an
My new shit.
established villain.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Not even to get too deep. This past weekend, I told you I went to Alabama, and the reason I was there was for a funeral. Unfortunately, I had an uncle that passed away.
My condolences.
Passed away at
Condolences,
appreciate it. Passed away. I think he was only like 54 or something like that. Young, you know what I'm saying? That's young as hell. Especially black
Yeah.
people, you look good forever.
Man.
Like, no
But
crack.
I was just thinking about that. Like you gotta live, bro. Like, and that's a short period of time. We're 26. You're 26 too, right?
Yeah.
We're 26 right now. You know what I'm saying? At that rate, that's life halfway over.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we hope we live well beyond that, and you should just take care of yourself. But man, like thinking about that, it's just why the fuck am I gonna allow some negativity up in my life, like at all, man? Why am I
Literally.
anytime letting that shit manifest and grow bigger in my life? Like fuck that, dude.
So how you going about like enacting that? Like, are you just like slowly falling back from people, or are you just letting people know like?
Slowly falling back on people, letting people know shit. Just other people not letting them know shit. I just go ghost, man. To be real, but it's man, I'm not dealing with that shit at all.
how you do
I don't
it.
give a
Yeah.
fuck. Like I don't give a fuck. It's
Cold
family, bro.
turkey.
Like,
Cold turkey. Hey, you just disappeared, bro.
don't get me wrong. You can love some people. You just got love from
Love
afar,
from a
bro.
distance, man.
Real.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Real, man.
No hard feelings, no ill will towards that person, no malice. It's like I just I gotta love you from a distance, brother, and that's
If it's because if it is ill will, then you kind of contradicting yourself.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so no ill will, none of
Yeah.
that. But hell no, fuck that negative shit.
It's like my mom just celebrated her 48th birthday.
Yeah.
And when we were on the phone, I was just telling her, like, how do you feel? She was like, it's crazy. I feel young.
That's what's
I
up.
was like, you are. I don't know
Yeah.
if you think about it,
Crazy.
but that's not old.
Not at all.
48. Like, if that's the case, then I'm halfway through my life right now. And I know I don't feel like that. So I know we got a whole lot left.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, it's just.
One thing I hate to hear people say, like as they do get older, I have to tell my mom this sometimes. She's like, I feel so old. I'm like, because my mom's 40. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, you're not old. Like,
No.
you only as old as you feel. Like, fuck, man.
That's real. Only as old as you feel.
Man.
For real, bro.
Yeah,
Only
that's-
as old as you feel, man. I like what you said about the rabbit hole and the negativity, though, man. Are you a big energy person? You big on energy, bro?
So you got your crystal on. You got your crystal. You got your crystal on.
Crystal. What's that you got around?
Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up.
I
'Cause we got
can't
video now.
I got it. My cousin made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, her Instagram name is The Light of Danny.
All right.
Say it again. Say it again.
The Light of Danny.
Okay.
Follow her if you're interested.
I can't tell you specifically which one it is on my neck. She's gonna beat me up. I have a bag of them, and I just carry the whole bag. But I forgot the bag at home today. So I just remember to grab my necklace.
So like,
What, do you know what that's supposed to do though?
yeah, I was just about to say what.
It's supposed to harbor positive energy. Yeah,
Beacon for positive energy. I like
I was about to say a walking beacon of positive energy. I
man,
like
I
that.
try my best.
I like that.
There's too much negativity to just gravitate to.
so much. And it's so, I don't know what the word, it can be, what is it, just like an addiction, I think at one point. Like, kind of like social media shit.
Yeah.
It's an addiction, man. Because, I mean, some negative shit it can be interesting to watch.
Yeah,
See some motherfuckers online fighting. Oh,
Things
God.
that I talk most
Tune in.
about are the things that are negative. When people say you never talk about the good I do, but the moment I do something bad isn't when you want to talk about something. That's just so true. 'Cause, like,
Headliner.
you could do positive shit 364 days out there, but one day you just do one
Slip
thing
up.
negative. That's the one thing that they could talk about for months. So that's just the reality we live in.
he just brought me back to that movie, man. I ain't even want to speak. Judas and the Black Messiah. The hospital.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
was telling him to name the hospital after him because his mom didn't want that negative stigma to be over her son's name. And I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Because still, like, no matter what he did,
It's always gonna be that
he
cloud.
did good things.
Right.
That's crazy. Like, as casters, do you guys watch other podcasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
What's your favorite ones?
Go ahead.
My favorite ones, by far, my number one favorite is Brilliant Idiots, Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz. I think they're fire. Their chemistry is like undeniable. Like
Charlamagne is hilarious.
both of them are, man.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, Charlamagne is hilarious. Then after that, Don't Judge Me. Lately, Horrible Decisions. I've been on that shit. There's something about just hearing like
What's that?
you never heard of this. The two hosts are Mandy and Wheezy. I forgot their last names, but it's just like a sex podcast, man. I'm weird.
Yo,
But
freak
don't
beast.
judge
Yo,
me.
freak beast.
But they just talk about the crazy they just talk about the crazy
Oh,
shit people
freak
do, like
beast.
you would not believe, man. Like it's nuts.
I'd have heard some wild stories. Dennis Rodman.
Nothing like this.
I'd have heard some wild stories.
That shit every episode. Bro, I'm telling you, it's some
that
freak
ain't
beast out
bad.
there, bro.
I tried. I gave that pod a listen one time. I couldn't do it.
Bro, I'm
I can't have that in my ear for 45 minutes.
No,
for an hour at
bro,
a time.
that's what
I was
I'm
like,
saying.
yo,
Like, nah.
these how they giving it up out here?
If
Like,
it's a
cool.
conversation between the guys, that's one thing, man.
You rather hear guys talk about sex? than women?
No, of
Ain't
course
nothing wrong
I'd rather
with
hear
that,
women
by the
talk
way.
about it. I'm just saying, like, a casual conversation
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
friends, one thing.
Quan being petty, he knows.
Listen to people talk
Yeah.
about, you know, Quan.
Yeah, but
What's yours?
the JBP, Joe Budden and them.
Oh, Joe Budden, for sure.
I can't stand Joe Budden, bro.
Joe
I've
Budden?
never listened
He's
to
an
a
acquired
second
taste.
of his podcast, bro. He just
He's an acquired
Did
taste.
you like Joe Budden as an artist
I like
at one point in your life?
everybody like pump it up. You guys,
I'm not talking about Pump It Up.
Big
Either.
pump.
Yeah.
That's the only Joe Budden song I can name. So no,
Real. I can't name those songs, but I listen to them.
I heard he can rap though.
He could, bro. He's a great rapper. He can spit.
Like maybe I might have seen him on a cypher or something like hip hop or something.
He can spit.
Slaughterhouse.
But he's an acquired taste. I could definitely see why you don't like him, or if somebody says I can't stand him, I could definitely see why. Because there's some episodes I'm like, all right, but I think content wise, they it right now.
They hit a lot of topics.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're getting crazy.
They get good guests, too.
Brilliant Idiots is great. There's another one I listened to. I forget what it was, which does no good here. But locally though, you know Big Reg.
Big Reg.
That's my favorite, Reggie.
Oh yeah, I seen Reg got his podcast.
Got a pod going. First episode was great. Shout out to you. Block to Block podcast is great. Shout out to Drew. Yeah, so I think part of doing this space, you got to be in tune with what's going on out there, and I do enjoy it. I listen to podcasts more than radio or any like new music that's coming out. If somebody asks me like, what new artists are you listening to, I'm like, I don't know, because majority of my time I'm listening to podcasts.
Another one I've recently got into is called Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking. Yeah,
That's just interesting, man. It's just about, you heard of that? It's I forgot their name, man. It's two black men, and it's all about just like financial empowerment, like educating people, investing, just all these other different ways to make money, how money works, which is something that a lot of people just aren't knowledgeable about, especially in like our community. So it's crazy. Man. It's really, they bring a lot of value. It's dope to listen to, man.
Okay.
And this, like you say, got your sport podcast, like Up and
I love
Smoke,
sport podcast.
Up and
That's
Smoke
all I've been
with
watching.
Steven Jackson and what's his name?
Oh,
All the
Up and Smoke.
All the Smoke. That's what
All the Smoke. I said Up and Smoke.
I said. I did say Up and
Yeah.
Smoke. My bad.
Yeah, All the Smoke.
But that
podcast.
one,
Yeah, I like that one.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes. That's his name.
I like Flavor too. They barely talk about sports. It's supposed to be a sports podcast, but they barely talk about sports.
Have you watched any of I Am Athlete?
Not yet. Not yet.
I like that one.
I do like what they're doing though. I
Chad
like that.
Johnson is hilarious.
He changed his name back.
No, it's Ocho Cinco. I disrespected him.
Now he's meant for like this space.
I mean, you can't keep up with that man.
Yeah, it's just a good point.
Yeah. But he's meant for this space. Like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
This is his like.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Joy Taylor.
Joy Taylor. Love Joy Taylor. I don't know what she is. She's awesome.
Yeah. Great podcast.
Says something else.
Drink Champs is a funny one too.
Drink Champs
Yes.
is hilarious.
That's in the quiet one for me though.
That's just
Yeah, it just
hilarious.
depends on who they're talking to.
It does depend on who they're talking to.
And how drunk Nori gets.
Exactly. I was about to say, because that boy Nori.
How can you get just like fucked up like that
Bruh.
every single episode?
Every single episode.
That's the premise, though.
It is, but he doesn't get just like
More slap they
He
get,
gets torched. He gets
Every-
torched.
more slap they get, more likely they're going to slip up and tell a story that they're not supposed to tell.
There was one episode on there. They got somebody just to be like a chatty patty. I forget. What was it? Hitmaker?
Hitmaker? Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Couple
They got him
shots
drunk.
in, and he was just telling it all.
Yeah. He just went live with Fat Joe a few days ago, but like before it came out, the video popped out a few days ago. That was him saying he didn't want the interview to come out. He was like, why not?
You said it.
He was like, you can't even be doing this on live air because, you know, we're on live together. You can't be saying that.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's going to want it now. He was like, nah, man, I said too much. And he was like, nah, that's on you.
That's on
you. Got drunk and started being a little chatty patty. I said, wow.
One that I watched recently is, I think it's like a year old though. The Master P interview that they had. That was really good. He's a really interesting dude, which I didn't think about.
He has his own? No, he doesn't know about it. I thought he had his own pod.
Master P, yeah.
Bro, he's
Interesting dude.
legend.
Bro, he's interesting as hell, man.
Trap star. NBA.
Yeah.
And actor.
And he got his own rice.
And noodles.
Noodles too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoes too.
Damn. Hey, people, I know Jay-Z gets a lot of the credit, but I think Master P doesn't get spoke on enough. Like, honestly, like,
No limit.
I'm a whole venger.
Me too. Me too. But man,
But
when you sit back and look at it,
man, when it all goes down in the history books, that's he's like 1A and 1B right there.
That's man. But to have your own rice, that's some big shit. I can't even cook rice. It's like instant rice too, I think. I can't cook rice. I gotta have the instant.
has his own ramen.
Ramen, that's crazy.
There's Top Ramen. And there's Master P.
Right next to the oodles and noodles.
Yeah. That's crazy. You got to be next level.
So you said your cousin made that crystal necklace. She just does that on the regular, like selling or something like that. So it just runs in your family. The creativity, I was going to ask that, man. Because you do your own ventures.
Kind of feel like it does.
Yeah?
My sister makes resin art.
Resin. I know what that is.
I don't see me.
It's, a lot of people have been using it lately to make trays and coasters, but it's more so like a compound that you mix together. And once it hardens, it's like clear, but you can put things in it.
Okay.
It's clear, it's like hardens.
Like Jose and
Yeah.
Jose,
Yeah.
some of that.
I got you.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, but my sister does that. I don't know. It probably stems from my parents.
Yeah,
My grandma's real creative, but she just pushed her kids more and just worked. But like my dad makes beats. He used to rap.
Oh, I did not know
My
that.
aunt makes the necklaces with my cousin. So she's in on that. But yeah, it's like a family thing.
That's what's up.
What'd your grandma do? You said she was real creative.
Everything.
Everything.
She could sew. She could do everything, man.
That's underutilized talent.
It really is.
That's crazy. So you can do anything.
That's what I was just about to say. Like it's
Anything you want.
underutilized, underappreciated.
Yeah, for real.
I'm trying to reteach myself how to do everything right now. It's like, forget how many good traits you learned as a kid. As like you grow older, you just toss them to the side.
I did learn that in home ec. Just for that. Just for that class. Just to pass it. But that was it.
I didn't get the chance. I went to Anthony.
Hey, man, shout out to Black
Should've
Hawk.
did that, man.
But so your lane though. Tell the folks what you're doing now and how you got started.
Don't undersell it either.
Don't be modest. This is not the platform to be modest.
So
We
basically,
got cameras here.
Yeah.
All right, we talking about elevating. Like, talk your shit. Go ahead.
basically, we're sitting around during the quarantine like everybody else. We're in the house doing nothing but playing Call of Duty.
It sounds like that commercial. Like, you're sitting on your couch.
What are you gonna do?
Because realistically, that's how it is.
Straight up, yeah.
Like you really just one day you're just like, what am I gonna do? You know, like I'm gonna go back to that job, but what else am I gonna do? Because if you don't play your cards right, you got to start playing the hands that you're dealt. And
That's facts.
if that hand that you're dealt ain't it, you got to throw them cards to the side and
Draw again.
draw again.
facts.
So I was just sitting at home, man, and my homie Mark Braster, he's real big into brands and whatnot, and we were just talking. Like we talk a lot, and he was just telling me like my friends always tell y'all probably told me y'all have told me this before. I should have a brand because I have a lot of creativity, and I need to use it in some way, shape, or form. So how I started was I got an iPad and I started drawing on it. And to be honest with you, I was just having fun drawing because when I was growing up, that's what I used to do. I used to sketch. But at some point, I was just like, there's people making money. There's people making money out here off of art. It's like, you know, Theo makes money off of art. He loves art though, but like yeah.
That was Theo?
Yeah.
I thought he said he did architecture.
said he just got a
article in
an article in
that
the architectural magazine.
but he does like art stuff. Yeah.
He does murals. He was just saying how he's gonna do the mural for the Vera Bradley Hotel.
I thought he said he was gonna build the Vera Bradley Hotel. I was like, that is incredible.
Oh man,
So
he's great.
Okay.
So like I see things that people around the city do, and like bro, I love it so much that like I get inspired. I don't know why people don't get inspired by things that other people are doing. Like what you guys are doing right here inspires me to even go harder because like I feel like I'm just getting started.
Right.
So like basically, long story short, I was sitting around on Instagram in the rabbit hole, and in the rabbit hole, I saw a video of a bunch of men in India mass producing rugs. But these rugs didn't look like your average. I walk in the house and it's a big shag on the floor. It looked like a fucking Sharingan. You know I love my Naruto, my anime. So I said, how did he make that? Because growing up, that's what it turned into. How did they make these things? And what can I do to make these things? Right. So I just got on Google.
So you self-taught yourself.
Yeah.
And invested in yourself.
Yeah. Literally.
Put in the time.
Literally.
Sweat equity.
Literally. But like, it's very undervalued because anytime you watch a podcast, you watch an interview, we're young. We grew up during the best times of hip-hop interviews.
Right.
Any interview, what's your favorite artist say? Find out something you want to do. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's not what you want to do long time, just something you want to do, go hard in it.
Right.
Literally, that's all they say. So I'm like, bet. So I started seeing how they were making them. I got every tool I needed. And then I just sat at home and started making random stuff. Not even going to lie to y'all.
Now, was there ever times in that process you were like, man, this ain't what I thought it was? Or this
Bruh. Yes.
Hey, I'm already sewing.
Bro, like.
What's the technical term for it? Was it sewing? Or
It's called tufting.
Tufting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's called machine tufting.
Gotcha.
But, bro, the process like of learning, there's not a lot of videos. Well, when I first started learning, this was summer of 2020. Like when I first started finding out about it, we went on a trip for my dad's birthday to Las Vegas, and I was just in the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So when we got back, all my tools touched down. By the time we got back, I'm like, "Dad, it's time to get popping." So I looked at all the tools and I said, "Bro, I don't know what to do with any of this."
So you say you were in Vegas.
Yeah.
And you ordered all this stuff. So by chance, were you like under the influence? You just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna order all this stuff. I'm just gonna order all this stuff.
This was prior to, because I was thinking about it before we got there.
Okay.
But by the time we got there and I talked to my aunt who makes necklaces too, like we're all creative and they're just like, I don't know why I expect people to tell me like, nah, don't do that, bro.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Man, it's not gonna happen. Anytime I ask somebody like, bro, should I do this? They're like, yeah, do that. I'm like, damn. I thought you were gonna say no.
Yeah, so now you gotta do it.
Yeah, now I gotta do it.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what was like the initial equipment that you bought? How many pieces of equipment was it that you bought?
I bought a gun.
Oh, okay.
It's called a tufting gun.
I was like, damn.
And I bought some cloth. It's just the cloth that it goes in.
So is that like all the material you need to do?
No, you need to make a frame. It's like it's basically like have you ever saw anybody thread? Or just like sewing patches?
Yeah.
It's basically doing that on a bigger scale. So we had to make a nice big frame to put them in. I mean, to hang the cloth up on. Yeah. But that was a process in itself because, like I said, there's not that many videos out of people doing this stuff. So I had to take every single video on YouTube, every single little snippet that popped up on Instagram, and hyper-analyze all of them. Yeah. Like literally just days on end, just hyper-analyzing this stuff, trying to figure out how they're doing it, what's the best way to do it, and why are they doing it this way. So I was just sitting at home messing stuff up for a little while.
I'm about to say a lot of trial and error.
My first two rugs did not turn out that bad. but they could have been way better.
What were we trying to make?
Did you make those for people or?
I made a Majin Buu face, just Majin Buu's head, and then I made a Goomba for Mario.
I don't remember that character.
It's the like a mushroom.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not Toad.
I don't.
He
dialed in, man.
Oh, but I love Super Mario. Yeah, it's like I used to sit around and doodle. That's why I was drawing Super Mario characters.
That's dope. Now, okay, my bad.
I was just gonna say, originally when we talked to you about this, I remember talking to you about like doing your own like clothing thing. That's what I would have expected.
Yeah.
To come first. Like,
Yeah.
you just doing clothing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think it was that just really made you like, I'm gonna just do rugs? I know you said like you saw like the Indian guy on the internet or whatever.
I was thinking about what I could do first that I want to say wouldn't be too high in production costs, but at the same time, I was just thinking about something I could do that would just feel like I was doing me, and I knew nobody else in the city would just be like, he copied him. Because if I started a clothing brand first, everybody's going to be like, everybody in the city is already making clothing brands because COVID, we all have time. They're like, he just copied such and such because they're making a clothing brand, not knowing I didn't wanted a brand since about 8th grade, freshman year. I was obsessed with Mecca, the clothing brand, because it was just had my name on it. So like I always wanted a brand. Right. So I'm like, all right, what can I do that wouldn't look like I'm just biting? So I realized I could do the little rug thing and then use it as a ladder for something else.
That's smart.
So like with the drawings and the sketches, I can turn this into a rug. So then that's when I had stopped doing a lot of sketches and started making rugs. But through the rug making, it still helped me with the sketches, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's the one thing I want to commend you on doing something completely different. Cause
Man, I was trying.
hey, honestly, like you said, I thought you was all in on like you said, clothing aspect of things. And next thing you know, Mecca's making rugs. I'm like, rugs? Saw the first couple of rugs. I'm like, oh shit. So I had to dial in, like, yo, like what's up? And so you did your thing with that Kobe rug. That thing's
I was hoping you enjoyed it, man.
I do it. And like I said, we already thinking about another one. We'll talk on that later. But I definitely commend you what you're doing, because you're not only doing it, that's something different, but the quality of what you're doing is great. And I could tell just knowing that process of trying to figure out how you want to like tailor the rug towards my needs and wants, whatever. Like it's something you take like for real.
Yeah, man.
You take pride in everything that you do and put into it.
Yeah.
I commend you. I can't commend you enough on that, because you're not just doing anything or putting anything together.
I feel like you got to make it personal. Like once, like if you're gonna do a commission, then give the person what they want. Because I mean, obviously, if you're gonna pay for something, you're gonna pay for what you actually want.
Right.
But if you pay for something and you get more than what you wanted out of it, you're either gonna want something else or you're gonna be so happy with that.
Tell somebody else.
You're gonna tell somebody else.
There you go.
So like, I just make sure when I'm doing like the commissions, like I ask 21 questions plus. Like Quan ain't got his yet. I was bombarding him with questions. Like I didn't want to come off hard.
I didn't think it was like that in
man,
depth. I'm like, honestly,
like I want to like make it seem like overbearing, like when I'm asking the questions, but like I don't want to miss a step when I'm making it. Like I don't want to, when I'm in the process of actually doing it, I don't want to think, but would he like this better or would this look better? I'd rather just figure it all out prior to doing it and then go ahead and knock it out. 5 P's.
yeah.
But it's not something I've lived by. I can't, bro.
Wait, what's the 5 P's?
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Say it again.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Got you. You said. You messed up that first word the first time.
Now you
said it
messing
right.
me up.
You said it right. But you say you can't live by that. Why? This is not.
I'm a sloth, man. Y'all see it in me anytime we go out and do something where I'm just slow motion. You call me before I even left to make sure I was text me. Just make sure I was on the way. Cause
I didn't text you because I was asking. I needed some lotion. That's
oh, okay. Hey.
You could have came late, but as long as you came
Okay.
with lotion.
Hey.
Honestly, didn't care.
Because, man, if I probably would have, I was probably born late.
Born late.
Meg do be coming hella late. Like, places.
Flag football games, I'm late.
He late leaving.
I'm trying to change though. I'm trying to change.
At this point, how many rugs do you think you've made and sold?
Made. So I've sold all of them because I have great support system, and they won't let me give them anything for free.
That's what's up. Not a bad problem to have.
I got a problem where I just be like, bro, like, yeah, bro, you can have this, bro. Like,
Damn,
I don't know why I'm like this.
that's not bad.
No, it
you
is
are as a
bad
person.
sometimes.
Or it just depends on how far you take it.
Yeah, literally. So like,
Take my whole inventory.
my family just, I don't know. Anytime I made something, even if I made it for free, they'd just be like, "Here, take this anyways," and just put it back into it because they know it's a grind. They know I'm not any type of materials or anything. They know it comes out of my pocket, so they're like, "Here's something back," even though you didn't want anything back. Here's something back anyway. So I enjoyed that, but I'd probably say I made at least like 30.
30? How long does it take to complete like
I was just about to-
average rug? What is the average rug? What do you mean? Like, what is it? How big is
Like
your-
the average size?
Your typical size is like what ones you doing? Because you right now are you doing just pictures people send you? You do that like
in the dimensions that they wanted in.
Oh, okay.
But I've been chilling lately. Like I can't really say that I've just been pushing it because I told you I want to do the clothes too.
Yeah.
So like it's like a rollout plan I got going. It's slow and steady, but
As long as you don't stop.
I was about to say
Literally.
progress is progress at the end of the day.
But I say the average rug that I've been doing so far have been 2x2s, 2 foot by 2 foot, and it takes probably like a day,
Like that's it?
maybe 2.
I thought it was like a 2-week process.
It just depends on how many I have at once, and then how intricate each one is. Because like with Dom's, I had like 3 other rugs on there, and one of them took me a little time, but then the Kobe, it wasn't that it didn't take a lot of time. It was just a few colors, so I could knock it out quick. As far as like big blocking, but the little like where the Lakers on the jersey is, it is a little tedious. It's definitely tidy work.
Gotcha.
But as far as like some of the other rugs I've done, it just depends on the blocking, like the color. Like if you send me like how we were talking about, let's say we were talking about Iron Man shield. It's only like 3 colors.
Right.
So it wouldn't take long at all. But like if we were talking about a whole Infinity Gauntlet, it just depends on how detailed the gauntlet is.
Yeah, gotcha.
What's the strangest request that you got so far? If it is any strange request.
Strangest.
You know you think
request.
that's strange, do you? Because you're into strange stuff.
That's what I was gonna say. What's
Yeah,
strange to me?
that's-
What you getting the rug of?
I don't know. Like what?
What you getting the rug of?
I don't know yet. I'm like indecisive, so I'm really not sure. It's gonna be hard though. 'Cause
I can honestly say I haven't had like
nothing crazy, nothing like
wild stuff.
you know.
I have had conversations with my dad about that. Like, what if they hit me up and told me to make this?
like what? Like a swastika or something?
Yeah, like wow, shit.
Let me get a big ass.
No, like even like no homo with like
big swastika.
like they ask for like sex stuff.
Like
Freebies.
what?
Freebies will get something.
But like, what? I'm intrigued. Like what?
See, look.
Look, there you
No, I'm
go.
just, like what? Like what? Like
If somebody
Penis?
asks me for a giant penis rug or a vagina,
you
as
get
an
offended?
artist who makes commissions,
You gotta do it.
You
I'm not
can't.
gonna turn it down.
you're obligated to do it if you want your money.
You don't draw the line anywhere. Like you said, the swastika.
You got to draw the line at
Swastika,
some
I
point.
probably wouldn't do the swastika.
Probably wouldn't.
But the penis, like I'm gonna do it, bro. You wouldn't do penis?
I mean, it depends on how much they pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody throw you however
There's
much.
probably a price premium and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course,
I got my prize too.
Man, stranger requests higher price. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Oh,
more
definitely.
specialty, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make that.
I don't like Quan's tone.
This man Quan, hey, bro.
What?
You know,
Yeah.
the wheels was turning, bro.
Yeah.
As soon as he said the strangest thing, he trying to gauge in his mind.
Yeah, he's
okay,
like,
like where can, how far could I go?
You know?
With it? You know what I mean? He said he indecisive because he don't know you.
Yeah.
But you can realistically do anything though.
Realistically, yeah.
How far along, like as far as like your development at doing this, like compared to where you were back in summer of 2020 to now, like how far do you think you've come?
Which in the grand scheme of things is not long at all. But
Ain't my first rug. Oh, it's still long though. Like just as far as like learning, because like learning curve's crazy now.
Yeah.
When I first started, like I said, there wasn't anything. I was watching the same videos 5 times a day. Now I turn my phone on, get on Instagram.
everybody making rugs.
Everybody making rugs,
Really?
bruh.
I've been seeing them on
If I like one rug, to my friends out there, don't send me any rugs. If I like a picture, it's all my Instagram feed turns into.
The
Bruh,
algorithm.
I hate it.
The
But
algorithm.
not people around here though.
Nah, not around here.
That's cool.
I saw like a viral tweet and somebody made a rug somewhere. And I honestly, like, I was just scrolling. I thought it was Mech because it had like 40,000 retweets and favorites and shit. Oh, look at Mech. I scroll back up. It was somebody else in like San Jose or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was, like, it just ran, like, soon as right after I got mine, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know this was like a thing.
Yeah, it's
Literally
it's
the
actually a
first and only
community.
person- Yeah.
That's dope.
You're literally the only the first person I knew that was doing this. And, like, as soon as I got mine, I've been seeing them more lately. Like you said, the community's like expanding now, right?
Yeah, it's got big. Like there's an app called Mighty Networks, and it's basically a community app where if you have a craft, they have a community essentially that helps you get better in your
I
craft.
was just about to say it's kind of dope because like now you probably find like more efficient ways to do something.
Yeah.
and y'all could just bounce out ideas off each other and whatnot.
Do you, are you on Etsy at all? You know what Etsy is, right?
I have not created Etsy yet.
Do that, bro.
I do shop off of there though.
Hey, they got some gems. They got some gems. Okay,
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna
don't
lie.
like try to buy anything off there, but as far as like what you do, I feel like that's an easy like look
for
up,
sure.
Just put out what you got so far, and then people just submit requests to you and just make
sure.
it as you go. Like expand the clientele like very rapidly through that.
That's definitely what I want to do.
Yeah, bro, got you.
But I don't want to seem like I'm not in a rush to get it. I just want to work hard and then let it come along naturally because, bruh, as soon as you force it, it all falls apart.
Best things come naturally, man. And to those that wait.
Facts.
But you said like Quan said, as long as you don't stop, that's the key thing. You know, stay on top of it, stay consistent, and keep doing your thing. You got a plan. We all just got to tune in and wait and see.
Man,
You know,
For real, bro.
try not
We all-
to reveal too much.
like you said, but you do, and that's great too because you mentioned that you do have a great support system, and like you said, we all going to be, like I said, anxiously waiting for the next thing.
Man,
It's a blessing to see you do your thing, man. Honestly,
man.
I was just
I
talking
appreciate
to
it.
Knox about it. He asked me about something that you were doing. Oh yeah, he making rugs now. That Kobe rug that I saw that you saw on Snap, on Instagram. He made that. He didn't know. And
Yeah.
so he said, "Oh, I might have to hit him up and get one." So it's just like
Yeah.
he was excited just to hear that because he
Yeah.
didn't know. He just thought I got that from somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Mac like made that.
He likes DMX, so
So he might give you like, yeah,
DMX
yeah.
rug, bro.
That's light work.
That's light.
It's light, man. I almost barked.
I was gonna do it.
Hey, you know, we don't care, bro. I don't want to see my face if I do that. I'm good, bro.
So throughout the process, what's been the most challenging part in your eyes? Like, has it been just actually getting the information to learn from? Like, was it just starting in the first place? Like, what was it?
Personally, like everybody else, when you're doing something that you love, you start to compare yourself to other people. And that's something you should never do. That's one thing I've learned, like, naturally, like, you can't compare Da Vinci to Basquiat. They're both making fire art because, in your opinion, it's fire. But the man down the street can walk past, see both of them, and say, boy, that shit is ass. I don't know what y'all looking at.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's fact.
so if I'm in a rabbit hole, and
That's gonna be the name of this pod, the rabbit hole.
man, if I'm in a rabbit hole and I just keep seeing art that just or rugs per se, and they look way better than mine, I'm not thinking about the time they're putting into it. I'm not thinking about the effort they're putting into it. I'm not thinking about the manpower that they're putting into it because I said before, there's a whole factory out there getting these done. Multiple factories actually. They do commissions for bigger factories. Bigger like how Bape's selling rugs now.
Yeah.
There's somebody producing that rug for Bape, but we don't think about that because we're just consumers. Right. So if I quit comparing myself to the big dog and I just worry about what I'm doing, at some point, the big dog got to worry about what I'm doing.
Facts.
That's how I look at it.
That's dope.
Seems like a lot of people lose sight of that. It's human.
Oh,
you can't help but do it.
It's so
I know
easy.
I do it.
Yeah.
Joe Quan does it, but you
Because
just
y'all
can't.
act like how, bro, like, just making something, and then, like, you looking like, man, I like this. And then you look up, and you're like, bruh, what is this? It's terrible. It's a terrible feeling, but it's not like you should be comparing yourself to anybody because
That's just
it's not like it gets you anywhere.
right. It's, the only where it will get you is discouraged.
Literally.
Yeah.
And if you're not Kobe, that's not going to help you.
Yeah. Take it personal.
Literally.
But what I thought you would have said is just like getting started in the first place, because that just sounds like you said, making rugs. Not a lot of people do that we know of. So just one, what was that like initial investment? Like you don't have to give me a specific number, but just ballpark. How much money did you spend out?
I'm not going to lie.
Oh shit.
It only hurt my feelings because we were in Las Vegas at the time.
Yeah.
And I was trying to do a little outlet shopping. I like cheap stuff. And
Don't we all?
it wasn't that bad, but at the same time, it was during the peak of COVID, so a lot of things were on back order, especially coming from overseas. And I found out a lot of things come from overseas as far as production equipment. It was harder for me to start as soon as I wanted to. So that was like the only thing holding me up, really, is just sitting in my room. The frame's made, everything's ready, but I ain't got my equipment to get started. But when I got the equipment, I was sitting there looking stupid, like, what do I do with it? So it's just getting started is the hardest part. I don't know.
Just like with anything,
Yeah.
getting started,
Bro. Because it wasn't even really getting started. It was making the initial decision like, all right, bro, fuck it. This is what I'm going to do for the time being. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to go back to the factory. They tore my body up doing that. I'm just going to knock a few things out, see if I like it.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what this year has been about for me, man. Self-investment.
I mean, for a lot of people, man, because the situation we're all in, just being at home. A lot of people just weren't working. A lot of people didn't have income.
Bro,
Had no other choice.
y'all, I don't know if it's just y'all. Personally, I done spent so much time with family members that I don't feel like I spent before. I feel like I know them way better than I've known them at any point in my life.
Yeah, straight up.
that's real. That's real.
So, like, it's helped me grow, but at the same time, it's helped me realize, too, like, all right, I know who I am a little bit, but I know there's a lot of things I need to figure out, too.
Right. So, speak more on that, because I know you say you found your niche, or one of your niches, and developing these rugs. But like for you personally, throughout this time, you had, like I said, a lot of time to think and reevaluate a lot of things. So what are some things personally that you said I can grow in this aspect, or expound on that?
I could say, like Quan's point, negativity. I could say throughout the quarantine, with like everything that was going on in the world, I found some weird way to just get away from like all of it, like just mentally. Like I deleted Snapchat, bro. I ain't used that mug since COVID started.
Damn.
Like literally, I deleted Twitter. I deleted Instagram. I was just sitting in there watching anime, and it sounds strange, but like I see it like we all gain some type of knowledge from. We all gain some type.
I got you.
Yeah,
I forgot you.
they just started selling them at Walmart.
How long have you had that one? Because I feel like you had one for a minute.
No, that was on Call of Duty.
What?
That was on Call of Duty, bro.
What do
Y'all
you
don't remember it?
What do you mean on Call of Duty? Like, what?
They had Tamagotchis on Call of Duty.
Oh gosh, I feel like you had one like
That was it.
year.
That was it. But
Keep going.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, but so basically negativity. I was sitting in there and I know a lot of people read books. Like when I was growing up, it was mandatory. My grandma was a teacher. My aunts are all teachers. It's mandatory. You're gonna sit down and read a book before you go play. That's what you're gonna do. But like I don't dislike reading, like, but at the same time, it's something you have to have the patience and time to sit down and do. I'm a real jittery person. I gotta be able to move, and sitting down for a long time makes me antsy. So I realized that through TV, you can get a lot of lessons if you're really listening for them, if you're really willing to accept them. Just the same way people get it through podcasts, music, because people don't realize, like, music is like, there's religion and there's music right here. As sad as it is, it's like music is a close second. So, like, people don't realize, like, through media and stuff, like, how much you can develop growth.
Yeah.
So, like, just as crazy as it sounds, bro, watching anime and just listening to a bunch of music, I started realizing a lot more about myself. And then having so much free time, I started getting back in tune with a lot of things I was into when I was a kid, which was wild enough. Anime, sports, drawing, clothes, and music, pretty much. And then I just figured out some way to melt it all together.
Isn't it crazy just how much shit is designed to distract you? Like,
Yes.
all that stuff you said, like just the rabbit hole. We just came back.
Yes.
But yeah, just like how all that shit just designed to distract you. Like your attention is money for these other places.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But we also have to use it because they're putting everything in front of our face. Like, literally, every way to make money, they got a video about it right now.
Literally.
But are you going to watch that, or are you going to watch niggas fight?
The fight can be enticing. That's what
Bruh, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Bruh, it's like a hard, bruh, it's yin and yang, man. You got to make that decision. It's a hard battle, but I fight it every day personally.
I think we all do to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
But today,
But we're
like,
conscious to it.
yeah, exactly. And like you said, like today, like you found a way to just distance yourself from negativity. That's a superpower in this day and age, bro. You gotta develop that. Like, I mean, some people just have it, but a lot of people have to develop it, like you said, man. And if you don't, like, once you do develop it and you see who ain't got it developed, like, you're like, damn, that's just kind of sad. Like,
No,
some people cannot separate their reality just away from this phone. It's crazy to watch.
I think about it like this, though, which is a question I have for you. How do y'all feel about people putting phones in children's faces all the time?
You go first, bro. Yeah.
'Cause I feel
At
like
first,
this
I
is
was
where
like-
it started. Like, we grew up, we didn't see that on a daily basis, but like the newer generations, like, bro, I sat down on a daily basis and thought about how much I put my siblings on camera.
Yeah.
So anytime they do something now, they're expecting to be on camera.
Now, I thought about that, but this is like, that's tough because, damn, man, you should at least let me vet these questions first.
I told y'all I had some good questions for y'all. He said we ready.
Yeah, we ready. I'm good. You ready?
Good, he bought me some time. But nah, it's something I thought about a lot, and I still do. To that last point you said, like, put my child in front of the camera. I know that's on me to, kind of vet mine. So like, what in terms of what aspects I'm putting him in front of. You know what I mean? And so that's something I'm not really worried about. But him, like, growing up, and you see it with kids like 3-4 year olds know how to navigate a phone or iPad, whatever the case may be.
It's crazy.
Before Cam was here, I was like, no way. He's gonna read books. But then I like realized, like, if I was to do that, I would be handicapping him in a sense where that's where just the world is going. And so it's just so much things that they could, as they get older, gain access to, or be prone to encounter different things so much at once. And so that's where the parent got to step in and be like, okay, you got to funnel it, and, like,
Yeah.
don't look to the Cardi B's to be the role models, because they will say, I'm not your child's role model. That's on you to, monitor what they see and digest, so on and so forth. That, so in the sense where I just got to be like, okay, that's something every day, every hour, every second, got to mold them to be like, okay, I'm going to guide you. I know, because I've seen it, obviously, and we're growing and we're learning, because something new every day is coming out when it comes to things that we seeing on these social media networks and whatnot. So, like, technology in itself, it's a learning process that I'm learning with them, but I'm going to be cautious to be like, I know what you can encounter and whatnot. And so it's a fine line that you're going to have to walk with, your child. And at the end of the day, you just gotta just grow with the times, because if you try to take it away from them, you're doing them a disservice.
Yeah.
So
Because everybody else is there.
it's scary to think about,
Man.
because you want to. It's cliche, but you want to. You do want to shield your child from a lot of things. You know what I mean? That they could, be receptive to. But at the same time, it's just that's when you just got to take onus on that and just be on it.
Yeah.
If I answer your question.
Definitely. Definitely.
Can I answer too? I agree with what Dom said. Yeah, just everything's good in moderation, man. Like, I was a lot like that as well in the past. Just like, it's weird when you see a kid just on their phone all the time, like a young kid like that. It is really
You
weird.
live a different childhood.
It's completely different, man. But just think about how much change is taking place, like in our lifespan. Like, I got my first cell phone when I was in 3rd grade, and it was a Nokia brick. It was just the only game on there was Snake. I used to play that. I played Snake, but I was just like, oh, it's kind of whack. Let me go outside.
Yeah.
It was always about getting outside, like, and just to see now. Even my younger brother, I'm 26. He's 8 years younger than me, if my math is correct. He rarely went outside like that. Like, he's an athlete and stuff like that, but just being at home and just doing something as simple as going outside and playing basketball, he didn't do a lot of that. So it's crazy to see just the difference in that short a time period. Just how different things did change. How different technology is as opposed to just 10 years ago. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So yeah, just to see little kids on phone and shit like that, I'm not a huge fan of it. I do somewhat think it's kind of lazy. Like, I don't want the kids shouldn't be raised by the phone.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be raised by it. Like, whenever there's a problem, like, all right, here, take the phone. Like,
And
kids crying, just take the phone.
And that's exactly where
I don't like that shit.
That's what worries me.
That's where, like, when I say, like, the parent has, like, just to take full ownership of that, and, like, just when I say that fine line, that's the fine line, because that's not going to be, as you get older, the child's pacifier.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. You know what I mean? This is going to be some things you just got to draw the line for, like, but at the same time, as Quan said, like I said, like, if you try to, like, withhold that from him altogether, you're doing him a disservice, but that's doing even more of a disservice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's on the parent to find that fine line. I know where I stand. How everybody else want to raise their kids, that's on them. I can't speak on that. But I just know for me, that's where I'm standing firm.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
For sure.
Good question.
That was great
All
one.
right. I'm glad you forgot your notepad.
I was about to say, 'cause
Boy,
shit,
y'all got lucky.
You came out the blocks heavy. I'm like,
Hey, all
damn.
right.
I do appreciate that question, though, because that's a real, like,
Nah, that's real.
that's a whole conversation in itself.
It's because I got a lot of siblings, and like, I don't know, just having siblings with like a big
What?
Damn.
with a big
got
age gap,
siblings
with a big age gap.
Damn.
While I'm parched, I need some H2O. It's making me stutter. But yeah, having such a big age gap with my siblings,
Shit.
it makes you be more like a parent to some of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Where you're like a brother to some, but like more so like a parent to the others. It makes you, I don't know, it makes you move a little weirder.
I agree.
That's what made me
I mean, I think that's just being an older sibling in general, though. I mean, you are. It's like when your actual parents aren't there, like you are the parent,
Bro.
So it's just like, yeah, that's just how it is. I only have one younger sibling, but yeah, a lot. Looking back on it, he's about to turn 18. It's crazy to look back on how much shit I was there for, how many times I did have to guide him to go left instead of going right. Like, it's just, yeah, man, shit real. Like you are essentially a
But
parent.
I told you though, I like what you got going on. Like even like, I can't say like I watched your little brother's whole football career, but like the senior year, anytime I saw something, I tried to make sure I hit you up like, hey, bro, he killing, he killing.
For real, man. It's just that's one thing with him because, like I said, his childhood was different from me and my older siblings, but we still always made sure he was like, all right, get out, go do something, man. Like, go play sports. Like, he wasn't one of those kids that's just always on the phone. He did have fucking everything just because he was the baby, but still, he was out there just doing it. He wasn't raised by technology, you know what I'm saying? But now, I mean, it's just different, man.
It's scary.
It's really different,
It's scary.
bro.
It's scary.
Really different, man. You got a girlfriend, bro?
Nah, bro.
You got no chick you serious with?
No.
No.
If y'all thought me dodging. Everybody was just everybody dog. It's everybody. I'm talking about if
What?
it plays a part in affecting my positivity.
You ain't going. I feel.
And I know that
Women
relationships.
are all negative.
No, trying to get me crucified.
trying to back in the corner.
Just
No, like realistically speaking, I know what comes with it, but personally, I'm not there mentally, and I feel like that's a good asset right now that I know I got things I need to work on because I'm not trying to go into no relationship trying to have somebody fix me. So I'm just trying to get myself squared out as a person first.
Gems.
I'm picking up from James.
I'm just trying to get myself squared out first, and then I'm gonna go ahead.
You might find a lady after this pod once they see this. Hey, look, you high commodity after this one.
All I do is watch anime. You don't want that.
I'm seeing a lot of girls in the anime.
That's cap.
You think so?
No, I'm not. They gonna get mad at me. It's like, say I sound like a gatekeeper, so I don't want to. So I ain't gonna say that.
No, I feel like I see a lot into anime.
No, they do.
Meg Stallions in it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hit her up.
Go ahead, bro. Make her a run too.
Hit her up. Make her a big stallion.
I've seen it.
What?
I already made her one.
Oh, what? Really?
What?
I'm tapped in, bro.
He thought about it.
Cause, bro, you think these fake, but like, I think about it just like we do. Like, bro, no different than how we all want like something fly in our crib. They do too. They just got millions of dollars.
Right.
If we can make stuff for them at that point, it'd be great.
Already got a rug, bro. That's sad, man. I was really about to make a rug.
Yeah, an artist drew it too, and the artist who drew its art is fire. So the person who made the rug really ain't had to do nothing. They just had to copy the art.
Is this through the app that you know about this?
Yeah, it's not like crazy. It's not like it's common knowledge.
Okay.
It's called Procreate.
What?
Procreate.
I thought that meant like make kids.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's what it does mean, but.
Oh, okay.
I guess it means to a drawing out too. Yeah.
Man, do you think it's unfair to call you an out of the box kind of guy?
Not at all. No, bro.
That's right up his alley, actually.
What?
That's right up his alley. Really.
I think so.
I've always been called like the weird kid that fit in with everybody else.
I don't think you're weird. I think you're different. But we're all different though. What is weird?
In what way is weird?
Different than the person that's calling you weird? Like
my peers gonna get mad at me for this. But if I would have threw my arms behind my back in the hallway, yeah, I would have looked at me different.
Okay,
you did that?
No, but I get down with them. I'm just saying, bro. You can plug me in any friend group, and I feel like I'll be the jail for everybody.
That's cool though, man. I mean, you should be that way.
I like being multifaceted. Yeah,
to communicate, be a chameleon. Yeah, chameleon, man.
Tell you something.
Oh man, I like that. I like that. That's good. I was thinking about that.
Put it in your pocket.
You remember that time? Because you are so out of the box. You had an out of the box kind of situation happen to you. You locked yourself in your own car. Can you like explain how that happened to everybody? And just like what that was.
Hey, cap it. I ain't locked myself in there.
You locked yourself into your own car,
bro. I ain't locked myself in there.
Then what happened?
I wouldn't lie to y'all.
Hey, it's a little fine, dog.
He locked himself in his car.
You was there, bro. It was one of them nights I didn't make it out, bro. I was with Jalen. Drinking Henny.
Yeah.
And we put down 2/5.
See, I was going crazy.
I'm not going to say what I did because I just embarrassed myself. I embarrassed myself a lot down at IU.
Hey, if there's any place to do it, that's the place. I mean, look.
But
it seems like what happens down there just stays on there.
Yeah, you know. Quan bringing it up here, though.
Bro, because he's messy. I don't know how you got locked.
You don't know how I got in there.
Messy.
I know how you walked into the car, but I don't know how you locked yourself in your own car.
One of y'all homies, I can't remember his name. He played lineman for Snyder, but he went to IU.
Travis.
Yes.
Travis.
Right.
Andy
Yes.
didn't go there. No, he didn't.
We were by his apartment
Yeah.
and we were drinking outside and I got slapped and we went in and I earled. Yeah, bro. It happens, bro. It's a little five, bro. So basically, I blacked out and apparently I must have went to the car to lay. No, I ain't. This is before I blacked out. I went to the car to lay down. Then I blacked out and I woke up at 3 a.m. in the car and I was locked in it. I was locked in my rental, bruh, and I ain't had a key.
Inside of the car.
Bruh, I went to sleep, and when I was asleep, he took my keys.
Mac, you're inside the car.
Good.
Inside the car.
So you couldn't
But
drive.
this is why.
So you couldn't drive.
Anytime I opened the door, the alarm would go off. If I closed the door,
You imprisoned yourself.
Bro! And it's funny because I didn't know what apartment he was in, but he kept turning the alarm off. So I'm like thinking like maybe they gonna come outside, maybe they're gonna think,
Breaking out of
yeah. But no, they just kept hitting the buttons. I'm like, all right, bro, I guess I'm just gonna sit here till the morning. No, I didn't know. I think I ended up, I either blew your phone up or Jalen's. I don't remember.
So what time did you actually escape the car?
Escape the car. Escape the gulag.
It was probably about 5-4. It was cold, bro.
I bet.
It was cold.
Jesus.
This is my first time hearing about all this.
For real?
It's crazy.
Honestly.
I was like, what the
Like I knew like it was a couple times you didn't make it out.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy. We were supposed to go out at like 9. Him and Jalen were drinking Hennessy at like 4.
Yeah, about 4.
Heavy.
That was the first bottle.
Crazy.
That would do
We
it.
drunk 2.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That would do it.
Yeah, I woke
Imagine if
up.
you got arrested for breaking out of your car.
Dog, that would have been wild.
That's insane.
Especially down there, they would not been going for that
Yeah.
story.
Officer, it's my car. I got stuck inside it. Oh, yeah.
Nah, bro.
They would have beat the brakes off you.
Oh, it was over.
It was a rental, too. They weren't going to believe that.
It was over. I'd never heard this story before.
Bro, this is one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
I didn't expect him to.
Those were grand times though. You lived a full life.
Oh, yeah,
Full
man.
life.
I will say.
I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but
We ain't going to say too much.
we
But I had some great times with my friends down in Bloomington.
Who is your inspiration in life, like
oh, product placement. Sorry.
creativity wise, and then just like work ethic?
I knew you asked me this. It was in my notepad.
Oh,
But I remembered the answer.
Who would it?
In my entire life, it's been Pharrell and Kanye in no specific order. That's 1A, 1B. I
Geniuses.
ain't gonna put a name on either.
Genius.
But lately, it's been Westside Gun
Who's that?
from Griselda.
I'm lost. Who's that?
So it's a rap group.
Yeah.
They're all about mid-30s. They're relatively older.
They're
Given
good though.
quote unquote hip hop age. You got to be an 18-year-old, 17-year-old.
They're
to be
dope. They're
relevant now,
extremely
but
dope.
They're crazy, crazy bars. But the Westside Gun in particular, he's the spearhead of it. He started it, but he's also an artist. A lot of people don't know that, but he does all the merch himself. He paints, like literally paints, and sells his art at exhibits. So like he's a legitimate artist, and I thought like that was dope.
Yeah.
So like he was one of the people that like got me back drawing because he always talks. He gonna talk about murder a lot, but he's gonna talk about Basquiat's and all this fine art and stuff too because that's the world he lives in.
Right.
It's Buffalo. I ain't know Buffalo's wild like that, but
Buffalo, New York.
yes,
I feel like it's too cold to do anything. Like who would be out committing crime?
man.
Yeah, crazy.
It's all the more reason to do it because you mad because it's so cold.
Man, be in the house. We're
Hey,
warm.
Hey,
I'm so mad it's cold. I'm about to go outside in the cold.
Harlem, Bronx, they all like that. They get cold, they get down. Chicago, they not stopping when it's cold.
I mean, no sense. I be in the house all the time.
See, it's something that brings it out of
Man.
people. I'm like you.
That makes no
Logically, it doesn't make no sense, but Look at the numbers.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were a big Kobe Bryant fan.
Yeah.
I thought you would have said Kobe.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro.
You don't like Kobe?
I love Kobe.
Oh,
I haven't watched any Kobe interviews or anything.
Can't do it.
I can't do it. Like,
Did you?
I shed tears watching some anime, some basketball anime, because the character was based off of Kobe. I wouldn't dare watch no interview.
I've never seen a black anime character ever.
He wasn't black.
What was it?
You never seen a black anime character?
Oh, they're literally all Chinese or
No.
not Asian.
Majority of them, yeah, they got a lot of black characters now.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Who?
Like now,
Does Piccolo count as black?
Bro.
He talk, but he talk like he'll be the black one. Out
that's
the
Soul
group.
Brother number one.
So,
That's Soul Brother number one.
There is like a black dude in Dragon Ball Z. Like he's literally black.
Mr. He just
That's
like,
racist.
Mr. Pope.
That's
What's his name?
racist.
Yeah, bro.
I think
Mr.
it's
Popo, that's
Yeah,
racist.
he's
bro.
like literally
Mr.
just
Pope,
black as hell with
okay.
pink lips. Like that's they be
Yeah,
my man
that's
Shiesty.
TV.
But
They have been at a lot of more black culture in the anime.
That's what's up. That's cool.
I had a question. I forgot it. Go ahead. I had a question. I forgot it. We got to talk about black folks. To your point with the, God damn, what was the question?
West Side.
We were talking about West Side. I'm a Joe Budden, man. Go ahead. No, we're good. Inspiration. Damn. That was a good follow-up question, too. Got to talking about anime, black characters. What was it?
Racism. Was it about racism?
It was something else. I forgot. Damn. You threw me off with this.
I was trying to say,
But that nigga is racist, though. They did that.
bruh, yeah, they did him terrible, bruh.
I don't know.
I never heard him talk in a single episode.
He don't sound black either. That's what make it worse.
God, what was it? I don't know. That's forever lost me, bro. I'm good.
I really got one more question, if that's cool. Where ultimately do you want to take the rug business? Like, what's your 5 years from now? What would you like to be doing with this?
5 years from now.
Or just overall, like just your whole thing.
See, I got a plan.
Okay.
It don't extend 5 years.
How-
I try to take it a year at a time.
Okay, that's cool. A year from now.
Cause life crazy.
Life could happen.
Life is crazy.
Hey, look at last year.
But no, I'll run with the 5.
Okay.
5 years from now, I feel like the brand that I want to start will be fairly established to the point where I can do my own individual venture because the start of it is gonna be more so of a collaborative effort.
Right.
I don't know if I can say too much about that because I
Keep-
ain't really talked to them.
Keeping it
about
tuck. Keeping it tuck.
Yeah. But it's more so a collaborative effort between a few artists and then a few photographers.
Okay.
So we want to get some things popping with that. But as far as myself, I want to do everything. Like I just, if you can build it, that's what I want.
Right.
I want to learn how to make everything.
Straight up.
Yeah, I've always been like this. Though.
That's dope. I like that.
I like that answer.
I'm good. You got anything else for us?
Yeah.
Let me check my.
Ah, shit.
I think I got my question. One of the questions I have for you. Okay. I got 2 questions. This first one pains me to ask y'all, so I'm not gonna look at y'all when I ask.
What? We gonna look.
Look in the camera. Look in the camera, because we got him now.
When y'all beat us senior year and y'all went on the state, how was it?
I'm gonna see you.
High school football question.
Yes, I'll never forget.
Uh,
That was one of the most painful days of my life.
I can't speak on that. I wasn't there.
oh, it was cool.
Oh, y'all done crushed my heart too. 2012.
Oh, yeah. But, go ahead. That's
That's not the question I was expecting. You to ask.
I know.
It was cool, man. I mean, we got to play in the Colts Stadium.
See how smug he's acting, bro. I don't like that, bro. It would have been the time of my life. He acting like it was just
he just
nonchalant.
turned his nose up at you. Like,
Bruh, that's why I would have looked at it.
Honestly, like it wasn't even fun. Like just because they just rush you and stuff, you don't even get to experience like the the stadium, like the scope of it and everything. It's literally like a few days before the actual game, you go on there, you practice for like 30 minutes on the field. All right,
That's
get
all
out.
the time y'all got on the
that's-
field?
bro,
I thought y'all got like
Bro,
a
it's
whole
always been like
rep
that
run
though.
on
Any,
that
you
mug.
drive 2 hours to practice for like 20 minutes.
But I know you got experience with it too, and that's what I was gonna ask you too.
And then
coaching. Oh, right.
and then the game itself, like the same thing. Like before the game, we couldn't do like our normal shit. There's rushing us to do everything. We couldn't actually go onto the field until it was like kickoff time. Like we had to warm up like down. It was weird. Like what the fuck. So in all honesty, they could have had the state championship at Snyder, and I'd have been better with that. Like I didn't really give a fuck about the Lucas Oil Stadium. It wasn't that crazy. Have you been there before? As like to watch a game or something?
Yeah, bro.
It's not that.
You know what I thought about?
What?
How the fuck we lost.
Yeah.
And how it would have been fun to be down there playing in that mug.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. It was whatever. What was the other question?
How was coaching?
That was the second question?
No, it's like a two-part question. Because I know Dom didn't play during it, but I wanted to ask Dom how his experience is with coaching the youth. Because personally, I like,
Shut up.
it's cool to have a hands-on with the youth as far as like development with them.
Straight up.
It was great. That aspect. That's one I would say one of the brighter parts of my life so far was actually seeing the impact that I was able to make on the youth, and I do hope to go back someday and do that when things like fall in line when that time comes, because like you said, that's something that you can really take pride in. You can see that once things like click for them, that's great. And I did love that aspect of it. And if I could just focus on that and not any external things, then I think that would be something, like I said, I could be glad that I could find my way back to, because that definitely made a profound impact on my life as well. So, yeah, it was a pleasure. It was a blessing.
That's what's up, bro. Because I was just watching him coach, I always think about like, man, I know it's fun.
It
You
was.
just think about the things the coaches put us through, but then you think about the preparation and then where it actually puts you.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, they're hard on you, but it works.
It worked.
Yeah. It's necessary.
My other question was, why podcast?
I feel like we just do this shit every time we link up.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. When did we start like kicking it? Like I don't.
2014, 2013.
It's been a minute. And I just feel like we always had some great chemistry amongst each other. Like whenever we just got in our, tangents and rants about certain things. And it got to a point where around that time, I think the Breakfast Club was like really like taking off.
Yeah.
And Charlamagne was like really in his bag.
Yeah.
So like we had like a common interest in that. So I know whenever the hottest like weekly interview came about, like, yo, did you watch the interview? Did you see this? So it was wild, and we just had like yeah, honestly, and we'll talk about that, and like, and it just grew into what it is now, and hopefully it will continue to keep building.
Oh, I definitely
I just feel like just something here, and so you just gotta see it through.
Yeah, man. Yeah, similar answer to that is just whenever we were together, I just always felt like, damn, if only we'd have been recording that conversation.
Yeah.
Like that was always the vibe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like every single time. Until one day I was just like, hey man, what you think about doing this? I'm down. It was simple as that. The hardest part was
Getting
what
started.
equipment we were gonna use. And
What did we buy? We bought like mics.
cheap ass mic.
Cheap ass mic.
Amazon, bought a little cheap audio interface. Don't even know how to work it.
Somebody else's computer.
Yeah, somebody else's computer, but
His living room.
my loud, not sound insulated. Like, so, yeah.
It don't matter, man. Get the job done.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
That's
like you
what
said.
it's all about. The equipment don't matter at all.
I don't even know where the mics are at right now.
For real.
Can't even tell you. Can't even tell you. Somebody else's studio somewhere. I don't know, brother. But
You guys ever thought about like expanding into anything else? Just like I don't know. I know a lot of people who do podcasts.
I want to be an actor.
It's because not like a narcissistic way. It's because they like to hear themselves talk. Or like they like their voice. Or, a lot of people have very good opinions on things. I was gonna ask if y'all find yourselves to be like the type of people that like vlogging, or was it more so if you wanted to act, or what you would gravitate towards using your platform?
I feel like between him and I'll be the better actor. But, that's neither here nor there. So if it grows into that,
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't even know.
I'm all.
I done seen Quan literally do his own renditions of parts of movies, bro. We can't act like he ain't. But I have seen you do them too.
I get my shit. I get in my shit. I'm just saying. So if it just know whoever's watching, if it gets to that point, I'm all ready. You know what I mean? Just give me the call. But you know, I don't want to just like jump the gun in all seriousness and just say like I want to do this. I don't want to focus. You know,
on where you're at.
this. Like similar to yours.
Yeah.
I have an idea 5 years from now, but it's more of the day to day, the month to month, the year to year. And take my time in perfecting what I'm doing now. And if it grows into whatever it grows into, I'll be ready for it.
Dope, bro. I feel that.
That's a good answer. Yeah. There's a lot of shit I want to do, man. I won't talk about it, but it's a lot of shit I want to do.
One thing.
Lately, I was halfway joking about the acting. I really do think I could be like a dope actor.
Oh, I thought you were dead serious.
That might be like
I was dead ass serious.
I thought he was dead.
I
know you were. I know you were.
I might be fooling myself, but I really do. I just got emotional control. I got range, bro. Crazy. But yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff I want to do. A lot of stuff I plan to do. Stay tuned. You got anything else?
My last question. Finals prediction. I ain't even have to go on my phone for that.
Finals.
God damn it.
Lakers in 5, don't matter who. Period.
I don't know if I even. I'm a realist, dog. I'm a realist, bro. Lakers in 4.
Hey, I like that. Hey. I thought you was going to say 6.
Say who got the range.
I thought you was going to say 6.
Hey, look. See how easy I convince y'all? I got that. But yeah, Lakers in 4. Sticking to it, though. But I will say, the Nets looking nice. They looking nice.
Yeah, them are the Nets for sure.
They looking nice.
Big man in the bench.
Yeah. Good.
I'm good.
All right, man. I would like to thank you for joining us on our first official
Thank y'all for having me, man.
video episode. This is crazy. It's good.
Visuals.
HD. 3 handsome black men together.
Brothers.
Talking. Brothers.
Comrades.
Other mothers.
Comrades. Yeah, I like that.
Colleagues. I always love that word. But yeah, man, thank you for being here. You definitely got to come back and do it again.
Shout out your Instagram page. Both of them.
Lost Mecca. And my quote-unquote rug page is Mecca's Lab.
Yeah. We're going to tag it in the description of this video.
Right on.
This has been episode, I think it's 25.
I
think 25
I
or
say
26.
25 or 26. I was
25 or
little
26.
snooping.
I really don't. I'm going to stop saying the episode numbers anyways.
You got the one with T Free wrong too.
Shut up.
That's why I don't even say it.
But all right, man. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Love.